Hello guys, welcome to Online Web Tutor presented by Profotech Solutions team. I am Sanjay. We are learning Wordpress Plugin Development tutorial using Boilerplate, and this is our part 3 of this video session series in which we will see about how can we activate our table when plugin activates, as well as we will see about the deactivation code. And guys, if you are beginner to this channel, then please don't forget to subscribe and keep watching our previous video sessions that we have made under our playlist. Okay, we have discussed the several things of our activation as well as deactivation code in several videos of WordPress plugin development. If you have remembered about this tutorial, then part number 8, part number 28 and part number 34 basically describes these things. Okay, so if you go to YouTube, type online web tutor where you will find the several videos that we have made under the videos sections. Okay, and now in this video section, if you find, then part number 34 basically represents that what will be the table script that actually we write on when plugin activates as well as when plugin deactivates. Okay, so this is number part 34. And now if you scroll to part number 28, in part number 28 as well as we have discussed about installation and drop table script. Okay, and also in part number 8, so if we go to our video sections of part number 8, then in part number 8 also we have discussed about how can we make database table on plugin activation. Okay, so basically guys, we have three options of our videos playlist that we will learn about the plugin activation as well as deactivation. Okay, so if you haven't watched those video sessions guys, then I strongly suggest you that please watch our WordPress playlist called plugin development series, because all the things, all the concept actually we should use in this video session series, all the concepts are inherited from this playlist. Okay, folder structure is different, but the concepts that we have learned from this video session series should be same. Okay, so let's back to our code editor, and here is the plugin, if you remember, plugin boilerplate that we have made in the last video sessions. Okay, and also we had discussed about the folder structure, that what will be the folder structure, what should be the folder structure of OWT boiler, which we have to know. Okay, so if you open up the main plugin file called OWT boiler, just scroll down, then here you can find the functions that actually this file provides called activate OWT boiler as well as deactivate OWT boiler. Okay, and within these functions it actually included a file from includes folder, and the file is class OWT boiler activator.php. Okay, so just open up includes folder, and inside includes folder just find OWT boiler activator. Okay, just click on that, and now this is the file actually included inside our activator function. Okay, and now if you go to this file, then this is the class actually this file provides, OWT boiler activator, which basically contains a static method called activate. Okay, so just back to our plugins main file, and now this class actually came from this file. Okay, this file has actually called a static method called activate. Okay, and this is the method. Because it's a static method guys, so we have to call directly by its class by using a scope resolution operator. If it will be a simple method of this class, then we can call by making it in instance. Okay, so now this is a static method, so don't worry about that, we can change it later on. Then if you don't want to be static, then just remove from here. Okay, so it is public function, simple, it's a function. So now just save this file and go to your activator function, just remove this class and make an instance of that. Okay, so let's say that activator, okay, a new, and here is the class. Okay, so successfully we have made an instance of that. Just copy this instance, and by the help of this instance called your activate method. Okay, so this is the way guys that we have called our non-static method from this class. Okay, so all we have to know, if we want to create our tables on plugin activation, all the code we have to do inside this function, because this activate function actually should call when our plugin activates. Okay, so if we want to create our tables, then we need to write the script within inside this method. Okay, so just make a function called public function called OWT boiler table. Okay, so this is the function basically which returns the name of our table. So just write global wpdb return wpdb prefix, and his table name called OWT boiler table. Okay, all the things guide we had discussed about the table scripts in these video sessions. Okay, just we are going to remember these things from this video session series. So just this is the table that we want to be created on plugin activation inside your WordPress database table. Okay, so just open up your WordPress database setup, and here it is. Root is the username password. Just we need to create wp underscore OWT boiler table. Okay, we want 4 columns to be inserted. Just click on go, ID, name, email, and might be phone number. Okay, these are the columns that we have made. It should be varchar, it should also be varchar, and it should also be varchar. Okay, by default size we will take 255, and it should be 15 at least. Okay, and now we want that these 3 fields contain null values. Just click on that, and the first id should be auto implemented. It should be primary key. Okay, just we have to select that and click on save. Successfully we have created our database table now, but the table that we have created is the manual method. So we want to get the code of this table generator, and we want to use that generated code in our plugin script. Okay, so just go to SQL tab, and let's say that so create table, and the table name should be that we have written OWT boiler, and just click on go, and here is the script. Just click on options, full text, and go. So this is the script that we want to use to generate our table dynamically. Just copy this and paste inside a code editor, and let's say that we want to drop this table now. Okay, just click on drop. Okay, because we want to generate that table dynamically. Okay, so just go to your editor. Let's say that if let's declare global wpdb. Okay, and now if wpdb, because we want to check that the table actually exists or not before making it. Okay, so let's say wpdb dot get var, it says so tables like. Okay, and the table name should be, we have to use OWT boiler, because this function actually returns the table name, this and the function name. Okay, and now if it is greater than 0, or you may say equal to 0, it means that we are going to count that table, a specific table. Actually this returns, it returns the table wp prefix, and this is the name. Okay, actually it returns this table name. So here we are going to check that this table actually already exists in our database table or not. If it is not exist, means we are getting 0 value, then here we need to write table generating code. Okay, so let's say we need to include a file before making any table, and the file should be include once, its absolute path, abs path, it's a WordPress constant which basically returns, and let's say wp includes. From wp includes folder, it should be something called, just get rid of that and paste it here. So we need to include a file from its absolute path, and wp admin includes and upgrade.php. So if you go to the folder structure, just click on wp admin, and within inside our includes folder, just search for upgrade.php, and here is the file. Okay, so we need to include this file because we are going to use a function called dbdelta from this file. Okay, so just return to our main file, and now we need to write our SQL query here. Okay, SQL query, and within this, inside our SQL query, we need to include the code that we have generated from our WordPress. Just copy all these contents, copy these things, and let's say just paste it here. Okay, so this is the script actually we had generated from our database table, and it should be dynamic generated if you want to activate your plugin. Okay, so just copy this, and now we need to replace these things. Just get rid of that. Let's say paste it here. Okay, so this is the function that this is the method actually we need to include, which returns our table name. Okay, so first of all we have checked that our table exists or not. If it is not exist, indicating with a zero value, then we need to generate our query and make our database table. Okay, so we need to use db delta, and within this, inside this function, just pass this variable. Okay, and now we have made our database table. Okay, so just save this file, go to your browser, and just refresh this page. So let's back to our table. Let's refresh that only 12 tables that actually WordPress has generated. Okay, so just click on activate. Here it is, plugin activated successfully. Just refresh this structure section, and now we have generated our table section. As you can see, WP boiler table. So we want to drop this table when the plugin deactivates. Okay, so manually we can drop this table from here, but we want that when the plugin deactivates, by clicking on this button we want to delete this table. Okay, so to do that, if you go to the plugin min file, then you can find here is the deactivator code. The things that we want to do when the plugin deactivates, this is the function actually provides. Okay, and it also includes a file called class owt activator.php, and here is the file, which basically contains a class, and by the help of this class we have actually called a static method called deactivate. As you can see, by the help of this class we had called actually deactivate a static method from that file. So just remove the static from here, and now we need to call by making an instance. Just copy this, let's say deactivator. Okay, just by using new keyword, copy this instance, and let's say just get rid of that, and by using instance we had called deactivator. Okay, inside this method, inside this deactivate method, we need to write our code which basically drops the table. Okay, so just let's say drop table code. Okay, so let's say global wpdb and drop query. Let's say drop table, and the table name drop table if exists. We need to check that table exists or not. If exists, and the table should be, if you go to the activator, then here is the function method we have made for our table. Okay, so just copy of that and paste inside this class. So we want that if exist means if this table exists, then we want to drop. So just copy this method name, and let's say that drop table if exists, and the table name is this. Okay, so we want to drop our table if exists, and the table's name should be returned by this method. So just save this file, go to your browser, and just refresh once more. Here is the table. So just go to your plugin section, reload this page, and just click on deactivate. So if you click on deactivate, plugin deactivated successfully. Let's refresh this structure, and now our table does not exist. It means that we have deleted our table successfully from this script. Okay, so let's install once more our plugin. Just click on activate. Plugin installs a table. Okay, just click on deactivate. Plugin deleted successfully. Okay, so we need to keep in our mind for few things. First, while plugin activation, actually the WordPress uses, or WordPress not, our plugin boilerplate folder structure uses called activate OWT boiler. You can change your function name by in custom way, but by changing this name you need to change this registration hook also, because basically this function if we change the name, just copy this function name and paste it here. Okay, because this is register activation hook, basically indicates that this function should fire when the plugin activates. Okay, and also if you want to change the name of this function, just change that, copy this name and paste inside this deactivation hook. Okay, so just replace with that. And now inside this activation function, we have to include a file. We have included a file called activator, which basically contains the all code script which runs when the plugin activates. Okay, and also we had included a file inside this deactivation file, which basically fires when the plugin deactivates. Okay, so all the codes are actually, guys, separated file by file, which is just easy to manageable. But these things actually, what the table script, what is the drop table script, we had seen in our previous video sessions about this video session series. Okay, means WordPress plugin development we had discussed in part number 8, part number 28 and part number 34. All the concepts we have taken actually from that video sessions, but actually we have used in with boilerplate. Okay, so I think, guys, we have made our clear concept about table activation as well as deactivation. Okay, so if you have any query, just drop your comment. I will give my reply as soon as possible. So for this video session, guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day.